How ice cream conquered the world. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a hot summer day. The sun is high. The air feels heavy. Your skin is warm. And then, something cold touches your tongue. Sweet. Soft. Melting slowly. Ice cream. Today, it feels normal. Ordinary. But the story of ice cream is anything but ordinary. It is the story of kings, trade routes, inventions, migration, and obsession. Because ice cream didn't just become popular. It conquered the world. Snowflake, the first taste of frozen luxury. Long before refrigerators existed. Long before supermarkets. Long before cones and sprinkles. Ice was a treasure. In ancient China, people mixed snow with honey and fruit juice. In Persia, around 400 BC, royalty enjoyed a frozen dessert made with rose water and vermicelli. In ancient Rome, Emperor Nero reportedly sent servants into the mountains to collect snow, which he flavored with fruits and juices. Imagine that. Running to the mountains just for a dessert. Frozen sweetness was not for everyone. It was for emperors. For elites. For power. Ice cream began as luxury. As exclusivity. As something rare. Crowned from royal courts to European tables. Centuries later, frozen desserts traveled along trade routes. Sugar became more available. Techniques improved. In the 16th century, Catherine de Medici brought Italian frozen recipes to France when she married the future king. Soon, European royal courts were fascinated. Cream. Eggs. Sugar. Ice. The recipe evolved. What once was flavored snow became something richer. Creamier. Closer to what we know today. But still, only the wealthy could enjoy it. Ice had to be cut from frozen lakes in winter and stored underground. It was expensive. Difficult. Unpredictable. Ice cream was still a symbol of status. United States, the American Revolution of sweetness. Then something changed. In the 18th and 19th centuries, ice cream crossed the Atlantic. In America, it found something powerful. Entrepreneurship. Ice harvesting became an industry. Blocks of ice were shipped across oceans. Mechanical refrigeration was invented in the 19th century. Suddenly, ice was no longer a luxury. It was accessible. Factories began producing ice cream in larger quantities. In 1843, Nancy Johnson patented a hand-cranked ice cream freezer. Now families could make it at home. Not just kings. Not just elites. Everyone. Ice cream was democratized. And once something becomes accessible, it spreads. Fast. Soft ice cream, the cone that changed everything. In 1904, at the World's Fair in St. Louis, a simple accident transformed ice cream forever. An ice cream vendor ran out of dishes. Next to him, a waffle seller had an idea. He rolled a waffle into a cone shape. The ice cream cone was born. Portable. Affordable. Fun. Ice cream was no longer a formal dessert served in bowls. It became street food. You could walk with it. Share it. Drip it. Laugh about it. That cone changed everything. Factory, the industrial explosion. The 20th century accelerated everything. Refrigeration improved. Mass production expanded. Brands were born. Chocolate coatings. Ice cream bars. Sandwiches. Soft serve machines. After World War II, ice cream became a symbol of happiness and prosperity in America. Suburbs grew. Ice cream trucks drove through neighborhoods. That familiar music. Children running outside with coins in their hands. Ice cream became childhood. Memory. Emotion. It wasn't just dessert anymore. It was nostalgia. Globe showing America's a global obsession. But ice cream didn't stop in America. It traveled everywhere. In Italy, gelato became an art form. In Turkey, dondurma became stretchy and playful. In Japan, you can find flavors like matcha and black sesame. In India, kulfi offers a denser, richer version of frozen delight. Every culture adapted it, transformed it, made it local. Ice cream became universal. No matter the language. Sweet and cold translate everywhere. Brain the science of addiction. But why do we love it so much? Science has answers. Ice cream combines fat and sugar in a way that activates the brain's reward system. It releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Cold temperature also enhances sweetness perception. It literally tricks your brain into pleasure. So when you eat ice cream, you're not just enjoying flavor. You're experiencing chemistry, emotion, memory, comfort. It becomes linked to celebrations, birthdays, first dates, family vacations, breakups. Ice cream doesn't just conquer markets. It conquers moments. Broken heart ice cream in hard times. During the Great Depression, ice cream was one of the few small luxuries people could still afford. During wars, soldiers were served ice cream to boost morale. In difficult times, humans returned to sweetness, to comfort, to something cold that softens the heat of reality. Ice cream survived economic crises, wars, health trends, even sugar debates. Why? Because it is emotional. And emotion is powerful. Rocket the modern era. Today, ice cream is everywhere. Vegan versions, low sugar options, nitrogen frozen creations, artisanal flavors, global chains, local shops. From street carts to luxury restaurants, ice cream adapts. It evolves. It never disappears. Because it isn't just food. It's experience. It's ritual. It's connection. Sunrise, the real reason it conquered the world. Ice cream conquered the world for many reasons. Technology, trade, entrepreneurs, refrigeration. But the deeper reason? It makes people pause. For a moment. Life slows down. You sit on a bench, on a beach, at a park, and you taste something simple. Sweet, cold, temporary. Because ice cream melts. And maybe that's why we love it. It reminds us that pleasure is fragile. That moments pass. That joy must be enjoyed now. From emperors collecting mountain snow to children chasing ice cream trucks. One frozen dessert traveled centuries, crossed oceans, survived empires, and became universal. Ice cream didn't conquer the world with force. It conquered it with sweetness. And sometimes, that's the strongest power of all. Learn English slowly and clearly. Listen, repeat, and feel the words. Repeat this video every day to improve your English. How Ice Cream Conquered the World, Part 2. The hidden truth behind the sweet empire. Learn real English. Ice cream looks innocent. Soft colors. Bright sprinkles. Happy music from a truck. But behind that sweetness, there is an industry. A powerful one. Because when something conquers the world, it doesn't stay small. It becomes business. Factory, the rise of ice cream giants. In the 20th century, small family recipes turned into global corporations. Factories replaced kitchens. Marketing replaced tradition. Freezers became larger. Distribution networks became faster. Ice cream was no longer seasonal. It became year-round. Companies discovered something important. Ice cream is emotional. And emotion sells. Advertisements didn't just show dessert. They showed happiness. Families laughing. Couples on dates. Children celebrating. Ice cream became associated with reward. You deserve this. And when people believe they deserve something, they buy it again. And again. Moneybag the economics of sweetness. Today, the global ice cream industry is worth billions of dollars. Supermarkets dedicate entire aisles to it. New flavors are constantly tested. Limited editions create urgency. Try it before it's gone. Scarcity increases desire. Desire increases sales. But producing ice cream at a global scale is not simple. It requires milk, sugar, cocoa, vanilla. And those ingredients come from real farms, real workers, real supply chains. Behind every scoop is agriculture, transportation, energy, freezing technology. Ice cream may look soft, but its logistics are complex. Globe showing Europe, Africa the global supply chain. Vanilla often comes from Madagascar. Cocoa from West Africa. Sugar from Brazil or India. Milk from dairy farms across Europe and North America. To keep ice cream frozen during transport, it must remain below a certain temperature at all times. If the cold chain breaks, the product melts. Quality drops. Money is lost. So trucks, warehouses, ships, and stores all depend on refrigeration. And refrigeration consumes energy. A lot of energy. Ice cream depends on electricity. On fossil fuels. On global systems. It is a dessert built on infrastructure. Cow the environmental question. Modern consumers ask harder questions. What is the environmental impact of dairy farming? How much water is used? How much methane do cows produce? What about plastic packaging? Suddenly, the sweet story becomes more complicated. This is why plant-based ice cream has grown rapidly. Almond milk. Oat milk. Coconut milk. Companies adapt. Because ice cream doesn't just follow culture. It responds to it. When society changes, ice cream changes too. Bring the psychology of comfort. But beyond economics and environment, there is something deeper. Why does ice cream remain so powerful? Because it is comfort. When people feel stressed, they often reach for sweet, high-fat foods. It's biological. Our brains evolved to value calorie-dense foods. In ancient times, sugar meant survival. Today, sugar means emotional relief. Ice cream is often connected to breakups, bad days, celebrations, lonely nights. It becomes symbolic. A spoon in a quiet room. A shared cone on a first date. A tub during a movie. Ice cream is rarely just about hunger. It is about feeling. Mobile phones, social media, and reinvention. In the 21st century, ice cream found a new battlefield. Social media. Bright colors. Extreme milkshakes. Gold-covered scoops. Unusual flavors. The more photogenic, the better. People don't just eat ice cream anymore. They post it. The dessert became content. Viral shops grew famous overnight. A simple scoop could generate millions of views. Ice cream conquered the digital world too. Rocket innovation never stops. Today, technology pushes boundaries. Liquid nitrogen ice cream freezes instantly before your eyes. 3D printed desserts are being tested. Scientists experiment with texture, temperature, and flavor molecules. Even space agencies have explored frozen treats for astronauts. The journey that began with mountain snow now reaches beyond Earth. From emperors to astronauts. That's quite a conquest. Snowflake, why it will never disappear. Trends change. Diets evolve. Sugar is criticized. Health awareness grows. But ice cream remains. Because it adapts. Smaller portions. Healthier formulas. Premium experiences. Affordable classics. It fits every generation. Every culture. Every mood. Few foods have achieved this level of global acceptance. It doesn't matter where you are. A frozen sweet dessert exists in some form. Different names. Different recipes. Same emotion. Sunrise, the real conquest. Ice cream didn't conquer the world through war. Not through politics. Not through power. It conquered through accessibility. Through adaptability. Through emotion. It entered royal palaces. Then family kitchens. Then factory lines. Then smartphones. It became luxury. Then comfort. Then identity. And maybe that is the secret. Ice cream reflects humanity. We crave sweetness. We chase pleasure. We build industries around desire. And in the end, we sit on a bench somewhere, holding something that is already melting, knowing it won't last long. And that's exactly why we enjoy it. Because the best things in life are temporary. Ice cream feels innocent. But sugar is powerful. Very powerful. When you take the first bite, something immediate happens inside your brain. Sugar activates dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical of reward. The same system connected to pleasure, motivation, even addiction. Your brain remembers that feeling. And it wants it again. Ice cream is carefully designed. The balance of fat and sugar is not random. Food scientists study texture, melting speed, creaminess, sweetness intensity. The goal? Maximum pleasure. Because when something tastes perfect, you don't stop at one bite. Brain to brain on ice cream. Have you ever noticed that ice cream is hard when frozen solid, but soft enough to bite? That texture is intentional. It melts at just the right speed to coat your tongue. Cold temperature reduces flavor intensity slightly. So manufacturers increase sugar just enough to compensate. It is chemistry, physics, psychology, all inside one scoop. Your brain connects ice cream with safety, childhood, rewards, celebrations. Over time, it becomes emotional conditioning. Bad day? Ice cream. Good news? Ice cream. Heartbreak? Ice cream. Your brain learns. Ice cream equals comfort. And comfort becomes habit. Balance scale the health debate. But as the world learned more about nutrition, questions began to rise. High sugar intake is linked to obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease. Governments introduced sugar taxes. Labels became clearer. Consumers became more aware. Suddenly, the sweet empire faced resistance. People began asking, is it worth it? Companies responded quickly. Low sugar versions. Protein ice cream. Keto-friendly options. Plant-based alternatives. Ice cream adapted again. Because survival requires evolution. Even for dessert. Seedling reinventing the scoop. The modern market looks very different from 50 years ago. Oat milk ice cream. Coconut-based formulas. Cashew cream textures. Even avocado-based desserts. Technology improved freezing methods. Artificial flavors became more sophisticated. Natural extracts became premium. Luxury brands focused on craftsmanship. Small batches. Organic ingredients. Local sourcing. Ice cream split into two worlds. Mass production. And artisanal experience. Both thriving. Both expanding. Globe showing Europe, Africa, climate, and the future. But there is a bigger question. Climate change affects dairy production. Heat waves affect supply chains. Electricity prices affect refrigeration costs. Ice cream depends on cold. And the planet is warming. This irony is impossible to ignore. A product that requires freezing. In a warming world. Some companies are researching sustainable packaging. Solar-powered refrigeration. Carbon-neutral production. The future of ice cream may depend on innovation. More than ever before. Rocket beyond Earth. And yet, even as challenges grow, human creativity continues. Astronauts have eaten freeze-dried ice cream in space. Scientists experiment with new freezing techniques. New textures. New forms. The same dessert that once required mountain snow is now engineered in laboratories. From ancient Persia to orbital space stations. That is not just popularity. That is domination. Red heart why we still choose it. With all the knowledge we have. About sugar. About calories. About industry. Why do we still eat it? Because we are not only rational beings. We are emotional beings. Ice cream represents pause. It represents indulgence. It represents just this once. And sometimes, that just this once is necessary. Life is not lived only in discipline. It is lived in balance. In small pleasures. In melting moments. Soft ice cream, the final truth. Ice cream conquered the world. Because it understood something fundamental about humans. We crave sweetness. Not just on our tongues. But in our lives. We seek moments of softness. In a hard world. We look for cold relief. In the heat of stress. And when something delivers comfort consistently, it stays. Empires rise and fall. Trends come and go. But ice cream remains. Not because it is perfect. Not because it is healthy. Not because it is essential. But because it makes people smile. From emperors collecting snow. To children chasing ice cream trucks. From factory machines. To artisanal shops. From ancient mountains. To outer space. Ice cream did not conquer the world by force. It conquered it by understanding us. And maybe that is the most powerful strategy of all.